All
right, we're live. First thing we're saying,
Yeah.
Ken.
Thank
you for the donation.
Ken. Yeah,
$10 before we even started.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It is. And, that just puts an incredible amount of pressure on me to at least perform up to the $10 limit.
Okay, so here's the deal.
Yeah.
We are a minute late.
Sorry. I apologize for that. I'm giving my son a hard time.
I was having this conversation with my dad. I made him a mug.
He did make me a mug, and I drank out of it this morning.
And so my dad was like not answering my questions, and his memory was like a little weird.
Yeah.
So I think maybe the glaze I used.
Yeah. I think there's like a subliminal poison in the glaze you used.
So I was like, Dad, are we going to go live or are you going to go to the hospital?
or am I going to drop dead? One of the two.
I was like, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah, so one of us could be live and one of us could be dead.
Anyway, so sorry that we're a couple minutes late.
Yes, we apologize.
Okay, Pops.
Yes.
It's an emergency live stream.
It was almost a real emergency,
It was almost,
according to you. Yeah.
I wouldn't have been. I just care about you, man.
Yeah, I care about you, and I appreciate the fact that you care. But every day is not a good day. Every day, some days could be foggy days. Today's a foggy day.
Fair enough.
Now, it might not be foggy outside, but it's windy and there's pollen and there's, that could be it right there. It could just
be your allergies.
Well, and considering our front door and the threshold of the front door, where I don't know, you can see out into the wilderness while the door's closed.
So, just like any emergency live stream, Pops.
Yes, tell me all about it.
Let's run through some of the data. Run through some of the numbers.
I am. If I'm nothing else, I'm a data guy.
Sure.
I'm going to have a sip of what's ever in this Gatorade bottle, and I'm pretty sure it ain't Gatorade.
It's water, folks. We have the latest data from Black Book.
You keep telling everybody that.
This came out. Yeah, maybe that's why you were foggy.
Yeah.
This came out.
Maybe it's not really water.
This could be by like hour 2. Knock on wood, it isn't. It could be like a live stream medical emergency. Like, let's hope not, but let's see. I'm just saying, man. I just want you to be all right.
Okay.
Latest data from Black Book.
Yeah.
Literally came out yesterday.
Yes.
The highest
Yes.
increase week over week that we've seen in the car segment. So as we always look at the chart, the blue line, that's going to be cars. So when we talk about used car prices increasing, week over week, it's a pretty substantial increase that we saw. Anything over the red line reflects a positive price increase, i.e. the prices wholesale became higher. This is the highest we've been since back in the beginning of COVID. Back in the COVID pandemic day. Yes. Yeah. So it's just a true kind of snapshot in time of how crazy prices really are right now.
Yes. Well, wholesale prices. Now we haven't necessarily seen the correlation between those higher wholesale prices and higher retail prices, because there are some who would suggest that you couldn't get the retail prices any higher on pre-owned cars than they already are. One of the things that I recall seeing occasionally in automotive news and some of the data. Is it data or data?
Nevada or Nevada?
Yeah, like I was saying, it's data.
Also, we'll be doing call-in in just a little bit, so stay tuned for that.
So when you look at some of the, I forget where the hell I was.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's the fogginess, folks. If you're a longtime YAA viewer, let me know in the comments if after the live stream I should take my dad to the hospital. Like, just up front, just let me know. If anyone's a medical professional, just
really take my pulse through the internet, please. Okay.
You were talking about automotive news data.
I don't feel anything.
It's not going to come back. Okay, but we do have some folks telling us that like for example, Robert says it's a good emergency. My car on Vroom went up $331 this week. No, I mean we are going to continue to see that.
My point was going to be that even though we see these sizable increases week over week in wholesale values, it's difficult to get the retail values to go up to this in the same degree that the wholesale values have been going up, because everything's already overpriced. It's difficult to get it to fit into what the book values or the lending values that banks would do. So that's where the difficulty becomes.
Totally.
Yes.
Tony Perkins, Carvana up to $19,390 on my 2016 Maxima. It was $15,800 the first of the month. Wow.
Yes. And so when you see that, there's only so much that they can continue to raise the retail values. So I think, and this is just me, and I'm going to throw a shout out to Rich.
Yeah. Rich Nostra. Yeah.
Yes. I think the wholesale values are going up somewhat quickly. I don't think the retail values are going up as quickly, and I don't think the dealers are able to have the same spread between cost of sales and retail that they ask, because it's just a little out of whack to begin with.
However, I'm sure there's a counterbalance because a lot of dealers probably don't want to go back to the auction and try and buy something right about now, so they might hold their prices firmer. They might not necessarily be raising them, although we have seen in some of the market price reports with the price history where we're actually seeing prices increase. Like we're seeing on a used vehicle, prices were decreasing on that 30-day cadence, and then,
yes.
Okay, it's actually going back up.
I think more than anything, what it indicates to me is that dealers, for the longest period of time, used car dealers were trained to turn their inventory every 60 to 90 days. If a car hit 60 days in age, a lot of dealerships would say, okay, it's time for it to go. Let's take it to the sale, and let's get our cash out of it and maybe buy something else.
Yep.
And then dealers, I think, were going more towards a 90-day turn policy. I think today that you can throw all that out the window.
2021 for sure.
Yes, so that if a dealer has a car that's 90 days old, well, guess what? He bought that for less than he could replace it today.
Yep.
So what's in it for him to, I don't know, take it to the auction? He could probably sell it for more than what he paid for it, but he's going to have to pay considerably more for the vehicle that he's going to replace it with.
No, for sure.
So aging policy on pre-owned side is probably a thing of the past, in the sense that a lot of dealerships operated on a 60 to 90 day turn policy, and today that turn policy might be 90 to 120 days, maybe even 150 days.
Yep.
Because of the cost of inventory.
Henrique says, my first time on a live video with you. I'm planning to buy a car next month. First car in the US.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
It's my first time on a live video with Henrique.
There you go. Okay, I was wondering where you're going to go with that. Yeah. Welcome. Glad to be of service.
Yeah.
Car segment, Pops.
Yes.
Compact cars up 2.23% week over week.
Yeah.
Mid-size cars up 1.7%.
You know, it's making me feel good about having a Mini.
Your Mini's worth, so I'm telling you.
The only problem with it is mine's leased.
Ooh, Nat Wilkins is here. Nat is on the YAA team. Nat, I'm going to make you a moderator. And also, Nat, I completely forgot what the promo code is for our sale. So please feel free to put it in the chat so that I can make sure I touch on that. We're doing a promotion so it's the end of the month. So the least we can do is make membership a little cheaper for folks.
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. Sports cars also going up considerably. Premium sports cars.
You help me with this?
I'm all ears.
I think there's only 1 week left in the month.
There is exactly 1 week left. Yes.
Yes.
You're on it, Pops.
Well,
I'm no longer concerned about your cognition.
I'm not on. I don't know that I'm on the calendar, but I'm on something.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Then we have in the SUVs.
Who knows what's in this bottle?
Okay. Subcompact crossovers up considerably. Subcompact luxury crossovers up considerably. Minivans, small pickups, full-size pickups. So it's across the board.
Yeah. So basically, from what I can see here,
yes,
the only thing that really isn't going up at a staggering pace is your mid-size luxury crossover SUV.
I know you're a huge fan of those.
I can't remember the last time I said to myself, I got to have one.
Let's quickly touch on the recent addition to the Black Book reports, which is the 0 to 2 year old. So the more recent. Hey, Yanni's in the house.
Yanni's in the house. And Skylar's in the house.
Skylar's in the house. Larry R's in the house.
Oh my God!
Everyone's in the house.
Yeah.
But let's hit on this really quickly, Dad. The 0 to 2 year old. So if you're new to the channel,
yes,
Carvana loves 0 to 2, the more recent, used vehicles.
Yes.
And so you can see here the price increases are even more substantial across your newer pre-owned vehicles. So if you're coming off lease, we did that video last week, Dad.
Yes.
Coming off lease, it's a great opportunity. There we go. 5 off 29. Okay, thanks, Nat. I'll put that on the screen at some point. Really appreciate it. Here, let me. There you go. There we are. So anyway, used car prices continue to go up.
You pinned it?
I pinned it. The other thing, God. Dad, you sent me some automotive news articles. Should we walk through those as well?
I did.
Yeah, do you remember it? Hyundai faces production disruption from April due to chip shortage.
Yes.
So Hyundai's also getting hit by this. Remember, they were one of the original manufacturers that said, actually, we'll be fine.
No big deal. We're a
Ain't no thing.
Yeah, we're a South Korean concern. We locked up all the... Oh, shit, we're short of chips.
Yeah. Oh, crap. We're short.
Oh, sugar. Oh, sugar.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's exactly how they say it in Korea.
Probably.
Oh, sugar.
Potentially.
We're out of chips.
Anyway, Hyundai is actually facing some issues as well. GM and Honda are also shutting down plants.
It's like horse poop. It's everywhere. The plants are it's more severe of an issue than what we were led to believe 4 weeks ago or 6 weeks ago.
I would agree.
Or however many weeks ago it's been.
We've been talking about it for well over a month now, and it's not going away.
I think we've been talking about it for close to 2 months.
Yep.
And no, it's not going away. And every week we get more and more information that indicates, this is a lot more severe than we thought it was going to be.
Look at that from Wayne Freeman. I work for a semiconductor company. Times are interesting. This is the community at work.
Yes.
Wayne, if you have any insights, feel free to share them with us.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
It's so interesting.
I mean, everything's interesting, but why is this really interesting with chip shortages at the moment?
Because there's a lack of them?
Yeah, but
Wait, what was the question?
I forget.
Want to put the headphones on?
Maybe.
All right, let's see what happens.
Let's see if I can do this.
Yeah, go around the mic. Be careful.
Look at that.
Alan Alan Samaloff, $5, Pops.
Well, thank you, Alan.
That's gas money for if I do have to take my dad to the hospital. Come on, that was pretty good.
Did you put gas in the car last night?
Yeah, I did. I told you I would, so I did.
So he didn't even need the gas money.
If you want to call in, phone lines now open. We're also going to do live stream where we'll take some questions through the live stream chat as well. And also we've got some deals to do some analysis from.
But can I ask you a question?
Yeah, I'm just
waiting. And I don't mean to put you on the spot.
I can't wait.
But what made today such an emergency that we had to have an emergency live?
Oh, the new Black Book data. The new Black Book data.
I was only but you know what? It's like the boy who cried wolf. We can't have an emergency every week.
You're on with your auto advocate. Can we have an emergency every week? What's your name? Where are you from? And what can we do to help?
Hi, I am Sunny Williams from California, and I'm in the market for a 2021 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited.
Okay.
And I am just now starting the process. I have been to a dealer. I have already done a test drive. And what I want to know is process, because I want to take advantage, if there is any advantage, of quarter-end close. So I haven't sent my emails out yet. So could Ray walk me through, when do I send them out? Now. Do I wait?
Yesterday. a week and a half ago, damn it.
No, come on, Dad.
Today. Do it now.
You really think so, Dad?
There's only a week left.
Okay. Be constructive.
Okay. Well, I don't have an appreciation for how quick they're going to come around.
Well, they're not. That's why you want to send it out today. Okay. And don't be upset when they were ignored at first. Okay. Because dealership personnel is not normally trained as well as those in the industry would like to actually, answer questions and leads that come in via the internet. But now, because if you start now, you give yourself a week to be able to do something before suddenly it's April 1st and it's too late.
Okay, I got one more question, and that is there are 4 of the same Jeep Grand Cherokee Limiteds with the same options on a dealer website. And there is one that they show with a dealer discount of $4,400 or whatever, but the other ones they don't, and it's all on the internet.
Yes.
So why would the same vehicle that's brand new show one dealer discount and the others just say please call, but it's the same as MSRP?
Because it could be the amount of days that the car's been sitting on the lot. So one of the things that you can take advantage of is the age of a vehicle on a dealer's lot, because there's carrying costs of having that vehicle sit there. Even though interest rates are at all-time lows, there is still some cost to having to pay on a monthly basis as a dealership to floor plan the cost of that vehicle sitting there. So my suspicion, and this is strictly a suspicion, the reason that one shows the large discount and the others don't show any discount other than please call or contact us is because that's the one that's probably been there the longest. And that's the one that's starting to cost them money.
All right, you're sharp. You're on your game today. Thank you for that. Can we just acknowledge Skylar, who's a salesperson at a dealership, definitely agree with Ray. We're too busy the last day of the month with showroom opportunities to sit in front of the computer answering emails.
Yes. Yes, so you need to do it now.
Nope. Okay, I'll listen and I'll send them out. Thank you guys so much.
What the hell are you still talking to me for? You should be talking to them.
Okay.
Thanks so much for calling in, being a part of the community. You guys are fun.
Okay.
See ya.
Thank you. Take care.
You're funny, man. What the hell are you talking to me for?
I can't sell you a Jeep.
All right, you're good. You're good.
I'm okay.
You're good.
Oh no, let's go for a ride. Can we go for a ride?
Henrique says I sent an email to 37 dealers with the exact trim I'm looking for in a 200-mile radius. Just 7 answered me with the OTD. We're getting our Larry R time.
Oh, can we get back to
You're Henrique? On with your auto advocate. Is this Larry R?
Larry, say something.
Please.
Larry, did you mute yourself?
I am muting myself right now. This is Larry R. How you guys doing?
We're doing good, Larry R. And you?
I am doing phenomenal. The weather in New Jersey is rainy today, but it has been a very nice spring.
Where in Jersey are you, Larry?
I am in Medford, New Jersey.
Oh, sure. I know Medford.
Can we just take a moment?
I guess
just, Larry, 1 second for everyone that's on the stream. Larry R. has been an incredible component of our community, helping Melissa, who I know is on the stream tonight. Just, Larry, thank you. From me, from my dad, from everyone that's a part of YAA, your involvement has been really, really helpful, so thank you.
I do appreciate it, and I apologize for not starting the call right, Ray. First-time caller, long-time listener.
Oh, bless your heart, Larry.
And in fact, I think I sent you an email, Zach. I don't know if you got it yet, but I've been so long that Zach, I don't miss the hair bun, but I do miss the Cannondale in the back. You're probably a little too young, but it reminds me of Jerry Seinfeld or the sitcom Seinfeld.
Oh, don't worry. He watched every episode of Seinfeld several times over.
So it was probably staged having that bike in the background.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. And the main reason I was calling was when I got the shout out last Wednesday, I was ecstatic, and it just I was on a high from it, and I can understand why you guys give that fist bump in the air when you get one of those. It was just amazing, just from doing a little bit of math.
Wow. Now, Larry, can you help me with something?
Sure.
Is Medford where the NFL Films is located, or is that?
That's down over by Voorhees or Mount Laurel.
Okay, Mount Laurel. I knew it was somewhere over there.
Right by where Olga's Diner used to be.
Oh, absolutely. Now, Larry, I'm going to share a little something with you and our audience that you folks know nothing about this. But in a previous life, just so you know, I am the son of a dentist. Okay, and my father gave up dentistry to go into the vending machine business, and primarily it was prophylactic machines. And you know that diner you just mentioned?
Yeah,
I spent.
That's no longer there.
That's no longer there, but I spent time there filling those vending machines. So, I am familiar with that area.
Who knows? Maybe I bought one at some point.
Well, you know, one of my father's favorite things in life was putting smiles on people's faces.
Well, you're extremely entertaining, and you put a smile on my face just about every day when a video comes out.
Well, Larry,
Terrific.
thanks for being a part of our community. Thanks for calling in. It's great that we finally got to connect. And yeah, you helped Melissa out extensively with her deal. So thank you so much.
No problem. If you get a chance, pop up those pictures that I sent in that email.
Double check the stream. Go back about a minute. You'll see them. It was pretty funny.
All right. Yeah. Bye.
Thanks,
See
Larry.
you, Larry. That's pretty damn cool.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Larry's awesome. Phone lines are back open as well.
Oh, phone lines are open. Maybe we should call it.
Dara, my sister, call in. Dad's doing fine.
Dara, listen, so you know that I'm all right.
That's why we were late. I was like, all right, anyway. So yes, we have the increasing prices. We've got it being more and more challenged. Okay.
And we got a potential David call.
Let's see. You're on with your auto advocate. What's your name? Where are you from? And what can we do to help?
Hey, Zach and Ray, it's Dave from Wilmington again. We talked a couple of nights ago, I think.
Dave, you're becoming a regular, man. What's for dinner?
I know, man. I actually just got home from work. I got one of these high-class problems where I'm working like crazy, right?
Oh, sorry to hear that. You should get a job like mine.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hey, I got a good question for you guys, right?
Yeah.
So I was by the Arcadia, and I think I lost. I did not hear that.
You're still there.
You're still here.
Oh, okay. Must be a delay because I got the TV muted, so it's a little confusing, right? It's easy to do with me, right? So I'm working on that Arcadia deal, right? And I went through the GMC website and I registered for their military discount because I'm retired military.
Okay.
And so here's my question, because I think this one might actually go beyond the whole sales game, and because if people start taking veterans discounts and taking credit for them, right, then that bothers me, right? GM told me that discount and the $4,700 that they're giving now is directly from them and not part of the dealer, right?
That is correct.
And when I did the math for that offer I put in on that Acadia, the sales guy was telling me, well, we're taking all this money off already and this, that, and the other thing. And it really came down to, after I said, I looked at the numbers, the dealership only took off $87.
So this is, we preach when we do either our consult calls or whenever, and Dad back me up here or tell me I'm wrong. There should be two lines ultimately on that OTD quote: dealer discount and then rebates or incentives. Yes. Because if you bundle it all into just quote unquote discount,
you want a dealer discount above and beyond any dealer incentives or any factory incentives that the dealer is giving you. So,
right.
If you figure that the vehicle you're looking at has, let's just say it has 8% margin built into it. So if it's, help me do the math. So if it's a $40,000 car,
$5,000.
Is that
no? 40,000. 30,
yeah. 30. So
maybe I'll be going for a ride.
That'd be about $3,200 in profit built in from invoice to MSRP.
Right.
That's the part you want to get the dealer to discount, and then after you work that out, then they can apply whatever rebates there are from the manufacturer.
Okay.
The military rebate, that comes from the manufacturer, doesn't come from the dealer. So I would think that they would be happy to take invoice for the car, maybe $200 or $300 over invoice, and then you get to subtract from that any of the manufacturer incentives that are available.
I'm glad I called because, like, I was the other thing mistake I made is I was doing some calculations on taking like that 6 or 8%. I was taking it off of after I took off the discounts, not off of the manufacturer suggested retail.
No, that comes off of there's typically about 8% margin built in between from invoice cost to MSRP.
Okay, so I can play with that, and then once that's done, then take all these other discounts
Then
off.
subtract out any incentives that they might be able to apply.
All right, that's good.
Yes.
Yeah, it kind of bothered me a little bit that these guys were like, look like they would, like, it's one thing to play with the manufacturer discounts, right? But for me, it's a little different to be playing with the military discount. Don't be calling the military discount yours, Mr. Salesman. You know?
And that discount comes directly from the manufacturer. It has nothing to do with the dealership.
As you've taught me, Dad, it's no skin off their back. It's being subsidized by the manufacturer, but then kind of manipulating how it looks in the deal. We run into that all the time. Again, dealer discount, manufacturer discount.
Yes.
David, you got to call back in next time, you know, with some OTD worksheets that we can pull up on the screen. We can keep walking through them. Yeah, Saturday. Join us on Saturday.
Cool. Yeah, because I understand we're doing this again Saturday.
All right. Is that the members only one, or is that the
no, that's
members
tomorrow.
only tomorrow? So you can join us for that too if you want.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
You're welcome over for dinner anytime when we're back in Jersey.
Yes.
Nice. Actually, I was down in Jersey last week doing work.
Okay.
Well, hey, thanks for calling in. Thanks for catching us back up.
Thanks for taking the time, guys.
See you
pleasure.
later.
Thank you, Dave.
Bye.
So I ran Ken sent over a VIN for the Black Book valuation.
Yeah.
Ken is another YAA, like core team member on the part of the community. So Ken, I ran that 85,000 miles, Dad.
Yeah.
On this Chevrolet Silverado, a 2015.
Yes.
Look at these values.
There's something wrong.
85,000 miles on a 6-year-old.
Yeah, there's something wrong in our world as we live in it today.
Wow.
These prices are crazy.
So then while you were talking to Dave, I also ran it back in Carvana. So the offer there is $27,740 right now.
Wow.
85,000 miles.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at that.
So the Black Book data, like everyone knows,
So
download
they're
as
offering,
PDF,
so Carvana,
walk into dealership with it.
Carvana's
go.
offering a rough private sale.
Yeah,
Close to it.
Yeah, I bet you run it through Vroom as well, and I'm sure
Yeah.
it'll keep going up. Craziness.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, let me open the phone lines back up. That's absolutely nuts.
Oh, more
if
phones?
you want to run VINs through the Black Book, yourautoadvocate.com. That's, create an account, sign up. That's where you can do that. That is part of the paid only, though. So, I don't want to get flamed in the comments or anything. We wrote them a very big check to be able to get access to their data. So we got to figure out a way to make some money.
You see, here's the deal.
Huh.
They wrote Black Book a big check, and they refused to write me any check. I don't get it.
I already have dinner reservations for Saturday night, taking my dad out, so don't worry too much about that.
The two of us?
Oh, Yanni wants us to talk about diminished value. Yanni, we're going to be filming a video on that in the very near future.
I love
fairly
diminished
certain.
value.
Yeah, you're a big fan.
I am.
You're a huge fan.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. Let's answer in some of the questions that have come through the live chat, Pops.
Okay.
Do you think I could get a 2021 Forester Touring for $32,500? I will have my Jeep Compass down to $13,000. Hard for us to answer. Run a market price report, though.
Yes.
Comes to mind for me. Let's see here. This is from Michael. Zach and Ray, what are your thoughts on purchasing a 2017 Ford F-150 Crew Cab with 28,000 miles for $31,000 from a private seller? Here's the VIN. I'll run the VIN, but do you want to say what I'm thinking?
What are you thinking?
It starts with a P. See, this is what I'm talking about, folks. This is what was going on earlier, and I was like, do I have to take it off? A pre.
Purchase. Inspection.
There it is. It's been quite the day here at our household.
Oh, my God.
Michael, regardless of if that's a good price or not, just make sure you know you're going to do a
Yes,
pre-purchase
you have to do a
inspection.
pre-purchase inspection so you can make sure that there's nothing major wrong with the car.
Colin asked us if we could black book this one, so let me share my screen. Also, the phone lines are open, so if you do want to call in, more power to you.
This
But
one's in Tennessee.
Tennessee. So let's
I
do
have
that
family
anyway.
in Tennessee, which means you have family in Tennessee.
Yeah, I felt kind of bad. I made a joke recently that we found each other through a Craigslist ad. So I apologize.
Through a what?
A Craigslist ad. Here you go, Colin.
Yeah, and I still didn't get what I paid for.
2018 Nissan Rogue.
Yeah.
Wow. There you go.
Wow.
Oh, we got lots of calls coming at the same time.
Oh, my God.
All right, let's see here. You're on with your auto advocate. What's your name? Where are you from? And what can we do to help?
Steve in New York.
What was that, New York?
Steve in New York.
Steve?
Steve?
Yep.
Okay, Steve in New York. How can we help you?
Guys, I got a, what do you call it? I have a 2018 Honda Civic
Okay.
that I lease, and it's going to come due in May.
Okay.
So I have 25,000 miles on the car. I know it's worth like $17,900 because Carvana offered me that.
Good.
Okay.
But if I turn it in, the dealer's going to just take the car. So what is my leverage to use that? Because I want to buy a Honda CRV 2021. So how can I use that as my leverage point? That at least give me $2,000 or $1,000. Like, how can I do that?
You mean on the trade-in?
Yeah.
I mean, the dealership's going to want the inventory just as bad as Carvana
Yeah.
does.
Okay, because the reason why is that I got a quote, and I actually sent you guys a quote so you could see what it was. And I just wanted to know is he's claiming that, oh, the car's not included. And I'm like, what do you mean the car's not included? The car has to be included in the deal.
What do you mean? You mean the trade-in's not included?
Yeah, even though it's a lease. Yeah, he wasn't. Yeah, he wanted to give me nothing for it, and I was like, that's impossible. How can you do that? Like, I could just turn the car myself and let it go to Carvana.
So, I mean, maybe, Dad, you could speak to this. You could just return a lease. That is one of the options,
Yes.
and then it's not part of the deal. Or you could buy the lease out and trade it into them.
Yeah,
Correct.
or you could buy the lease out and sell
Sell it
it,
to
and
Carvana.
whatever profit there is goes to you.
And so so if I do it that way, would he still sell me the car? You know, do I have to pay those the other half of the taxes and everything like that?
Well,
or no?
see, here's the dilemma. It's not your car to get a tax credit on.
It's the leasing companies.
Okay, the car belongs to the leasing company. So if you're going to trade it in, you're not going to get a tax credit anyway because it's not your car. So,
Okay.
And you would have to buy
So
the
that-
lease out and then sell
then
it either
you
to
could
the
trade it
dealer
in.
or sell it to Carvana, but you're also going to get sales tax on selling it. Correct?
What?
You get sales tax on selling the vehicle,
What do
correct?
you mean you get sales tax on selling the vehicle?
If I sell a vehicle, don't I have to pay tax on that?
Not you.
Oh, the buyer?
Yes. Why would
You're
the
auto
seller
advocate.
pay the sales
I
tax?
was like, hey, I don't know.
Hey, we're really nice sellers. We're going to pay your sales tax for you. No, it doesn't
So
work like that.
So let me ask you, Zach, when you did your trade-in, I saw you go to Carvana.
Yeah.
Carvana, they come here and take my car. If they take my car, would they give me a check right then and there, or pay Honda directly and then give me the extra? Like, would that work that way?
Yeah, Steve, I was in the beautiful position where I owed them money because I was underwater. So I don't know. I've had that question come to me many times. Someone in the chat, if you know the answer.
Well,
yeah,
the
go
way
ahead.
if you sell the car to say Carvana, and I don't know what the residual is on your lease.
Okay.
But let's say it's $16,000, and let's say
15.3. Yeah.
and let's say Carvana will pay 18 for the car. Okay.
Yep.
So they're going to send a check to Honda Finance to clear
Okay.
the car, and then anything above that goes to you.
So I would imagine
So-
that when they pick it up, they're going to have a check for you as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then, I mean, how do they treat you then if I go back to go get that car from that dealership that I took that car?
2 separate transactions
Yes.
is what my dad always says. So, I mean, at the end of the day,
I know. Ray, I listen to you, and I'm like, okay, I know Ray said no. The 2 separate transactions, treat them totally separate.
Exactly. You could if it's a Honda and you want to get another Honda, are you going to be leasing the new Honda or buying the new Honda?
I was going to buy the new Honda from the CRV. Yeah.
So if it's a Honda and
Yep.
you go back to a Honda dealership,
Yep.
what might they waive the disposition fee?
well, if he trades it and he gets into another Honda through Honda Finance,
Yeah.
they would waive.
That's
the
another
disposition
factor in this. Is you if
fee.
because
Well, the disposition fee is probably
$200,
$395
yeah.
or $350. It's not that much money. But you could ask to get a trade appraisal and see if it would make more sense to trade your car than to do a lease end return on your car.
Oh, okay. Oh, even though I don't own it?
Even though you don't own it, because it's still, you control what happens to it until the lease is up.
And that dealership's going to want that car either way. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So if they have to pay a little bit more because you have a competitive quote from Carvana, you've got to imagine they'll come up and either match
and
that
they'll pay
quote.
for it
Yeah.
because the cost of inventory today is skyrocketing.
Because the truck that I'm looking at, the CRV, has been on the lot for 80 days. I've been monitoring it.
Oh, good for you. Good job. Here's your dilemma. Your lease isn't up until May, you say. It might. It very well might make sense to try and start working on this now, even though it's just the end of March. If your lease is up the end of May, I'm guessing you have a lease payment that's due at the end of March, and then another lease payment that's due the end of April, and that's your last lease payment.
That's correct. Yep.
God.
Yep.
It's like you've done this once or twice.
Honda lease called today, and they wanted me to. They left me a message, and they wanted what's going to go on the car. So I was like, I'm just waiting for you guys because I want to hear what you guys got to say. That's why.
Well, if you only have 2 payments left on the lease, we need to find out what the payoff is, and that's easy to get. And then you can look at what the payoff is in comparison to what a trade-in allowance would be, and see if it might make more sense to trade it now. With them adding the 2 payments back into the payoff.
Oh, okay. Yep, because I didn't want to get screwed. I didn't want to lose those 2 payments.
And Melissa with a great comment here, Steve. It may take some legwork, but having a car appraised at different dealerships can give you leverage with offers.
That's true.
That's true. So just like you can go to Carvana, if you've got multiple Honda dealers in your area, go to multiple Honda dealers.
And I'm sure you have multiple Honda dealers in your area.
I would imagine.
Yeah, no, that we definitely do.
Yes.
All right. Hey, I mean, I got a price on I sent you a price quote. What did you think? Do you think if I could get that for a little bit less than that?
I'm currently sitting at 1,780 unread emails, Steve. So either you're gonna have to say over the line what your email address is, or I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one, my friend. I'm not scaling as well as I should. I struggle to get back to all the emails. My apologies.
No, it's all good. I sent the first thing in the morning to you, so I got to be pretty early.
Well, if you're a member, join tomorrow's members only stream. There'll be maybe like 50 people on it, and that way we'll all be able to make sure we get to it.
I'm a member.
Awesome.
So
well, that's tomorrow night, isn't it?
It's tomorrow night,
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we'll take a look tomorrow night, Steve.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Have a good
pleasure.
night. See ya. All right, we had someone ask for another black book, Mr. Ubba 23.
Yeah.
All right, let's run another black book. Oh, but we need a state, Mr. Ubba. Mr. Ubba, we need a state to do the black book, just an FYI. We'll open the phone lines back up. How you feeling, Pops? You still a little foggy?
Still a little foggy, a little schwitzing a little.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you want me to put the AC on?
You better open the door.
Yeah, I'll open the door. Let me get the next call because I don't know if you know how to answer the call.
Well, I don't. Well, the door's right here, so why don't I get the door?
So you're getting the door. You're on with Your Auto Advocate. What's your name? Where are you from? And what can we do to help?
Yeah, hi, this is John. I'm from Henderson, Nevada. Just hop, skip, and a jump from you.
Yes, you are, John. I recognize your name. You're a great contributor to our community.
Well, thank you, Ray. I've got some questions on dealers. Since you've been in Nevada for a while, what is your opinion of dealers? Is there some to avoid, some good ones, and regardless of the car make?
Well, there's probably more to avoid than there are good ones. Unfortunately. And there are some in this area that are definitely ones you want to avoid. Now, I don't want to mention any names.
We were driving around. I mean, there's a lot of automobile rows here in Las Vegas, but we were driving around in an area, and you could just see some of these independent lots, and you just know that you don't really want to have to buy a car from one of them.
It's not just independent lots. It's new car dealers as well. I know for a fact that there's dealerships out here that are not as legitimate as other dealerships in other areas. And that's because, well, Las Vegas has been somewhat of a transient area for years. And they can get away with it because dealerships tend to operate in two different manners. There's some dealerships that say, okay, we want to sell a few people a lot of cars.
Yeah,
and then there's
value.
other dealerships that operate in a manner where they say, well, we're going to sell everybody one car because the way we're going to treat them, nobody's going to come back to ever get the second one. And this area seems to have more of those type of dealerships than the ones that say, we're not looking to be the biggest. We just want to we want to handle our customers. We want to treat them well, and we want them to come back and buy more than one car from us. You know this area, John, better than I do. You know the reputations that have been earned by the dealerships out here better than I do. But I can tell you from when I managed a Acura dealership in North Scottsdale, Arizona, that I had some contact with dealers up here, and, not all of them were positive.
Yeah, that's really good advice. That's really why I'm asking you, because you have the direct experience. And even though I've been here longer than you, chronologically, you have certainly much more experience than I do in terms of assessing what the kind of vibe is for these kinds of dealers.
I think, honestly, the best thing that you can do is to go to the Better Business Bureau websites and see what type of customer complaints they have, or how many customer complaints there are that are lodged against a particular dealership. That gives you an idea as to how they treat customers.
And I want to just show one thing, Ted, because we're working on being able to capture this data. So back in the Your Auto Advocate app, if you mark a vehicle as purchased, we ask you to rate the dealer.
Yes.
So we're just, check back in a year from now. And also that kind of shows, we're in this for the long game. We're not going anywhere next week. Asking people to rate the dealer.
No, but next month we are.
We get maybe 2 of these a day, So please, if you bought a car, please mark it as purchased. Please rate the dealer, because we're going to start to build an unbiased. Everyone here knows how we make money. We make it from you. Thank you. We really appreciate that. So we're unbiased. We're on your side. We want to start getting these dealer ratings and some content from the community so that we can then translate that back into potential recommendations and things like that. And I do just, John, want to say one thing briefly. I posted on our YouTube community page. I want to get out of the house, out of the apartment, want to help people actually negotiate a car deal in person. So if you're in the Las Vegas area and you're trying to buy a car here before the end of the month, email me, Zach, Z-A-C-H, at yourautoadvocate.com.
Well, when you say before the end of the month, do you mean before the end of this month?
Yeah, this week.
Or before the end of April? Well,
no, before the end of this month, over the next few days. Email me, and we'll meet up with you. And we'll document actually helping you buy a car. And we can't do that for everyone, obviously, but I want to put my dad on the spot. I want to see how he does. So anyway, John, I just wanted to, as you mentioned about dealers to work with here, we'll finally get to see Ray versus Las Vegas dealers and see what happens. But we need someone to actually be buying a car.
Man versus food.
We can't afford to buy a car. That's for damn sure.
Hey, listen, guys, very, very good advice. And your assessment is kind of mine. In terms of just kind of sensing what those kinds of ads we see on TV and hear about and so on. And they look kind of sleazy to me, but I just wanted to check in with you.
It's kind of like, and Zach's going to get mad at me when I say this, it's kind of like pornography.
No, Dad.
I can't adequately describe it, but I know it when I see it. And when it comes to car dealers, you can't adequately describe them, but you know the bad ones by how they advertise.
Yeah, good description.
No, John, do not endorse that. Come on, man. John, it's great to put a voice to a name. You're an awesome contributor to the community, similar to Larry R. So thank you for calling in. It's great to
and finally, long-term listener, first-time caller.
Yes.
Thank you again.
Thanks, John.
Thanks, John. Have a good one. You really went there, Pops.
I did. I'll go there again.
I have no.
I'm almost 70 years old. Certain things in my life aren't going to change.
Mark Bogolovsky got a quote from Carvana, and we want to run it here in Black Book just to get a sense for what the dealer trade-in amount might be. So he's in New Jersey. I asked him for the mileage. So we've got 53,720. We're here in New Jersey. Also, if you are here in Nevada, Las Vegas, if you do email me because you want us to help you buy a car, put something very original in the subject line. Like, what are you going to eat for dinner tonight?
Cold pizza.
Put cold pizza as the subject line. That way, I'll grab my attention.
Well, now I'm going to warm it up.
Put cold or warm pizza in the subject line. That way, I'll know to actually take a peek, and you're someone in Las Vegas that we might be able to help. Also, I don't know what's going on here. Was it John that we were helping out? I think his name was John. Mark, I don't know. I think your VIN may have broken our dashboard. So I'm going to open the phone lines back up and let this keep spinning and actually refresh the page. But we'll try and get that.
But we're getting back to you, Mark.
Yeah, stay tuned. All right, let me open the phone lines back up. Give me a second here.
Phone lines.
You feeling okay?
Phone lines.
You're feeling okay. Tim says, Zach, you were doing a great job as a host. I was watching some of your older videos, and you used to suck.
No, he didn't say that. He said you've come a long way. All the way from New Jersey to here, that is a long way.
Thank you, Tim. Yeah, I feel like our dynamic... All right, we'll be back.
Yeah.
You're on with Your Auto Advocate. What can we do to help you? What's your name and where are you from?
Hi, this is Mark. I'm from Virginia.
Hi, Mark. How can we help you?
Yeah.
Oh, and please mute us in the background, or else you and I and my dad will be very confused.
I was looking at a 2020 Super Cab F-150 Lariat.
Uh-huh.
V8, MSRP on it, 65.6. It has 2,641 miles. It looks like it was a loaner truck at the dealership.
Gotcha.
And they got it discounted down to 55,687. Just wondering if you think that's a fair price or not.
Well, is it a fair price? Only if somebody's willing to pay it.
True.
Yeah. Just because that's what they're asking doesn't mean you couldn't offer less and see what they say. I mean, the worst that can happen is they say no.
Correct.
Yeah. It would seem to me that if it's a retired service loaner, that they either bought it at a discount to be able to put it into the service loaner fleet to begin with, because a lot of the manufacturers net out the cars to the dealers when they're going directly in the service loaner fleet. So it would seem to me that there's probably still some more room in there, and you're also talking about it's towards the end of the month, so they should have a stronger desire during the last week of the month to make another car disappear.
Right. I was also thinking, it's a 2020, so it's already a year old.
Yes.
Like I said, I know it's never been titled, so they can sell it as new. But
if it's never been titled. Because typically service loaners get titled.
Oh, okay.
So
I have to check on that.
Yeah, maybe if it was never titled, then perhaps it was a dealer demonstrator.
Because it says selling as new, so
I'm guessing that it's a brand new vehicle that was driven by one of the employees of the dealership. And so that it was a demonstrator in that sense. And so there's probably some more maneuvering that can be done.
Thank you very much.
If it's never been titled.
Have a good one. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye now.
Okay, so I finally got Black Book to work. I don't know what was going on before, so let me share my screen again. This is from Mark Bolgovsky.
Yeah.
So he had his quote was 15,700, I think he said, from Carvana.
Okay.
I would jump on that because I'm looking at the Black Book trade-in valuation.
I'm looking at the private sale, and in great condition, private sales 15 too.
I would actually get a quote from CarMax as well because they typically are the ones that like the older vehicles, but this is great.
Yeah.
Michael asks, is there any way on YAA, also known as...
Yeah.
Thank you. To check for safety recalls? No, not right now, but something we're thinking about for... The future.
Yeah, that should be an easy. I don't. Not that I know
NHTSA,
anything
yeah,
about.
you have to work with NHTSA
about websites and stuff like that. But I wouldn't think that would be hard to have a little thing that says the National Transportation Safety Administration.
We're gonna ask my dad. We're gonna ask my dad to put that together. Have you seen this before?
Then it's never happening.
The dealership says they can't get the residual value for a lease because of an outstanding recall.
What was that?
Their dealership can't get the residual value of a lease because of an outstanding recall.
Well, they
can't. No. They can't.
No, because it's.
Oh, is there like a stop sale on the vehicle?
Read this to me one more time.
Okay, this is. Mike says, "Have you seen this before? The dealership says they can't get the residual value for a lease because of an outstanding recall."
In other words, they can't sell the car, and that's why they can't give you a residual value. There's probably a stop sale on the car, and once they've done whatever work is necessary to bring it up to snuff in today's world, then they would be able to sell it. So if there's a stop sale, yes, they're correct. There's really not much information they can give you.
DW Mogul is interested.
I wish I could hear you through these headphones, but I can't.
All right, phone lines are closing for just a minute here. They're closing.
Okay, good. So I can hear you. I mean,
Whoa.
Holy mackerel.
You sound so nice.
Yeah.
DW Mogul is thinking about getting a brand new Bronco, Dad.
Yes.
So let's run the VIN that he shared with us through the market price report.
Okay.
VIN must be 17 characters. DW Mogul.
Yeah.
Give me a full VIN. If you get us a VIN, we'll run it through the market price report and we can talk about the potential for negotiation.
Can you I mean, I don't know. Broncos are hot at the moment, aren't they?
Very hot.
And my guess is that there's not a lot of them.
Yeah.
And I'll be hot like the Bronco.
I'll turn on the air.
No, we're fine.
You're good.
And so my suspicion is, and this is just a suspicion, that there's not. We've got a new VIN. My suspicion is that there's not going to be a tremendous discount that's going to be, if any discount, that's going to be offered on the Bronco.
Let's run the VIN here in the market price report. Larry R wants to know how often Black Book's updated. Nightly. Whoa. Every single night.
Wow.
Yeah, it is kind of cool. That's also partly what makes it so expensive.
Yes.
Neil Q, need your opinion. What should I expect when attempting to sell a 2007 Toyota Corolla with 350,000 miles on it? So far, the offers are like scrap prices of 400 to 500. Runs like a champ.
And I would have thought you would have had to pay them 400 or 500 to take it off your hands. Neil, don't take this wrong. It's got 350,000 miles on it. How much life can be left in it, and how much can somebody conceivably pay for something like that? It's not going to be a lot of money, because all the dealer is going to do with it is take it to the auction.
Yeah.
It's not like they go,
private. If you can private it.
Yeah.
You might be able to get a few more shekels that way.
Maybe 1,000.
DW Mogul, we're helping DW Mogul. I like this. I like helping DW Mogul. DW Mogul, I don't know if you remember. This will be here. We're going to help him. But we're also going to sell our stuff.
Okay.
Memberships.
Yeah.
We have a promo code, Dad. I didn't tell you what the promo code is. What do you think it is? I love putting you on the spot. Especially when you're foggy.
Save money.
The promo code is not save money.
Well, there you have it.
It is the number 5 off 29, because we're offering $5 off the 29. We're not that creative. Anyway, DW Mogul, I don't know if you're a member.
That's it?
If you're not, become a member.
That's all you could come up with? 5 off? 5 off of 29?
Nat, I know you're on the chat tonight, man. This is hit him up. All right, let's see here, Pops. We've got the 2021 Ford Bronco. And he also wants to know if we have any favorite Ford dealers in the DC area. I don't know any Ford dealers in the DC area that I could recommend in good conscience. You might. While he's thinking, which has been what's challenging for you today.
Yeah, very. Yeah,
You're a little foggy.
That's it. I'm a little foggy today.
Medical professionals in the chat, again, tell me if I need to be concerned.
He's a little foggy, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, Coons has Ford dealerships in the DC.
Yeah, but I don't know if I'd recommend going to Coons. I wouldn't recommend going to Coons.
Okay.
I wouldn't feel comfortable. Okay.
I was just throwing a name out, that's all. I don't know where you are.
He's in DC.
In the DC. I don't know where you are in the DC area. If you're more in the Maryland portion of the DC area, but I believe I know somebody who works at Apple Ford in Columbia.
There you go.
Who might be able to help you. Rich might be able to help you.
All right. Well,
at
DW, he's in Arlington. Okay. Well, that's not that far. Anyway, DW, if you remember, send me an email. We'll figure it out. We'll see if we can put you in connection with someone. All that being said, let's look at the Bronco. If I'm not mistaken, we also have the Bronco invoice. So let's do a few things. So we ran the market price report.
Yes.
So this one has been DW, the one you sent in 10 days on the dealer's lot.
10 days.
The local average is 27 days, though.
Okay, good.
Unlikely to negotiate.
Yeah.
197 of them in the market.
Yeah.
And you know, that gets us into Delaware a little bit, gets us up here potentially into Philly. Boom. There you go. 5,200 miles on it.
Ah.
But a negotiability score 84.
Well, how did somebody get 5,200?
These are new. These are new, so this must be a service loaner. Or, a dealer demonstrator.
It would have never been a service loaner.
A dealer demo.
Yeah,
Let's look.
Yeah, probably the GM's...
Probably the GM's ride, yeah.
Norris Ford. I know them.
Let's see. I mean, let's see if they comment on it anywhere. Recent arrival.
How recent could it be to have 5,200
Wait,
miles?
Okay. Recent arrival.
Yeah.
Let's run the market price report on it. Let's see how long they've listed it for sale.
Yeah.
This will be kind of interesting. While they're doing that, I want to pull up just quickly back at yourautoadvocate.com.
We have our own website.
You're really... Hey, look.
Holy mackerel.
There you are.
There.
There you are. There's our live stream promotion. Under guides, if you search...
We have a live stream promotion?
If you search...
We promote this stuff?
Yeah, I think there's like 500 people here right now, Dad. So you got to be on your A game.
I'm not. Not today. I admit it.
Let's see.
I didn't sleep that well last night.
Here you go. So here, I'll put this in the chat. Here's the link to the invoice for the Ford Bronco as well. So we have that that you can review, which is a nice little... We don't have it for all the different manufacturers, but this will give you a sense for what the invoice price is, dealer holdback, floor plan assistance. Okay, but anyway, let's go back to the market price report.
Okay.
215 days that they've listed.
That can't be. They haven't been around that long.
Yeah, they have.
The new Bronco?
Think about it, Dad. Remember, our days on lot is from when they listed it for sale. When they listed it for sale, when they first listed it for sale. So probably 3 weeks before it was even coming in.
Were they available 7 months ago?
When? In May 2021, we'll be able to provide an approximate... What year are we in?
2021.
Dad, I mean, the way that we track this data is by scraping their website.
Okay. I just didn't think they'd been out that long.
Yeah, must be. I don't know. Someone call Norris Ford and figure this out. DW. You know, let's toss this back to DW. We're doing all this work for DW. DW, contact Norris Ford for that one. Let us know what's actually going on there. That'd be super interesting.
The Bronco Sportswear.
The Bronco Sportswear. There you go. Interesting.
Yeah.
Henrique Cintran says, open a Jira. There's a bug on YAA. Yeah, I mean, we have Jira. That's where we track bugs on YAA. But I don't think this is a bug. I think it was actually for sale. All right, let's see here. Let's answer some more questions, Pops.
Whatever you say.
Steve Jones. I'm shopping for Highlanders in Virginia. Price isn't quite that high, but through 3/31, Toyota is doing 1.99% up to 72 months for CPO Highlanders.
Very good.
And 2.99 for CPO RAV4s.
Yeah, that's good. That's cheap.
Incentive to move.
That's cheap money.
Yeah, that's incentive. Yeah, so sports were available. So that's what people...
The only thing we like better than cheap money are cheap people.
Cheap people? What are you talking? You want to open the phone lines again?
Okay.
You're something, man.
Okay, yeah.
Only Kentrell, give us the VIN. We'll run it in the market price report. But in the meantime, we'll open up the phone lines again. Oh, I want to get a sip of water. Should I drink it out of...
wait. Ken is getting his first COVID shot this Sunday. Hey, good job, Ken. I got my second one a week ago today.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, and it knocked me on my...
Tokus. You're on with Your Auto Advocate. What's your name?
Not to mention my ass for like 3 days.
Your Auto Advocate. Where are you from? What's your name? What can we do to help?
Hi, first-time caller, long-time chatter. This is Charlie from California.
Good afternoon, Charlie. What can we do to help you with?
Good afternoon. I was looking at a 2020 or 2021 Honda Accord.
Okay.
I'm not familiar with the CVT transmissions, and what are your guys' thoughts on those?
Well, I can tell you that there's any number of members in our community that hate them, and that there's probably an equal number of members in our community who love them. I can tell you that my daughter drives a 2011 Subaru Outback that I bought brand new, that has about 115,000 miles on it and is a CVT transmission, and never had an ounce of problem with it. So, my experience with the CVT transmission has been a positive one.
Okay. And then let me ask you one last question then.
You can ask me two more questions.
I appreciate it, fellas. What would you prefer between the Camry and the Honda Accord?
That's a tough one.
Honda or Toyota, Pops? Which one you going with?
I mean, well, I happen to think both of them are fine brands. And I don't really think you could go wrong with either one of them. The Camry is... Well, the Accord has been around for, I don't know, like 30, 35 years, something like that.
Yep.
I don't think you could go wrong with either one of them. It just comes down to which one's more comfortable for you when you do your test drive.
Great. Thanks. Wonderful, guys.
Now you got one more. You got one more question you're allowed to ask me. So you could say,
no,
G Ray, how you feeling today?
Foggy. The answer's foggy.
Ray, I'm going to say you're doing good. You're just a little tired. You didn't sleep well.
That you are correct, sir. You are absolutely correct. I did not sleep well because I didn't use my normal sleep aid.
God. All right. Thanks for calling in. Thanks for being a part of the community. Let us know what you end up doing, okay?
Yeah, all right. Thanks for taking my call.
Have a good one. Yeah, I didn't sleep well.
Next caller.
Yeah.
We're not opening that can of worms. Next caller. Although while we're waiting for that caller to come in, Pops, I don't even know if I showed you this. The team's working on right now the step-by-step Killer buying guide, but actually the vehicle buying guide. Remember we filmed all those?
Thank God, Saved by the Bell.
You're on with your auto advocate. What's your name? Where are you from? And what can we do to help?
Hey, how you doing? My name is Wilder Saintville.
Hey, Wilder, we talked just the other day.
Did you?
My guy, yes, we did, Zach. We spoke the other day.
We're real people here. What can we do for you, Wilder? Thanks for calling in.
Yeah, guess what? I went to the dealership today because the used cars are ridiculous. Like, the inflation is crazy on these used cars. So I was just like, let's see. What if I just get one brand new? So I went on DodgeDealership.com and actually built one to what I need. I don't need all the extra gadgets. And I got to the dealer today, and there was they gave me a rebate of $6,000, but I had to build it on their website. But that's from the manufacturer.
Yeah,
that's not actually from them.
No, you want to get it. You want to get a discount from them on top of the manufacturer.
Exactly.
Rebate. Yes.
Because I'm looking at the paperwork right now, and it's saying 2021 National Retail Consumer Cash 2021 CM1 of $6,000. That's the rebate. That's from the manufacturer.
Yeah.
So at the bottom, they minused it, came out to $56,000, and then he adds another $6,000. He puts a plus sign. So I'm like, what's the $6,000 for? So he's trying to gain that $6,000 back that the manufacturer is giving me. That brought it up to $63,000 out the door. 62.
Remind me,
I just noticed that.
Remind me, Wilder, where you're in Florida, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's the home of the outrageous dock fee, but I don't think it's a $6,000 dock fee.
And that's the thing is like using the manufacturer rebate as the quote unquote dealer discount, and then adding the accessories and things that could ultimately end up being thousands of dollars back on. Yeah, exactly. Man, that's why I mean, we can't talk to every single person, but if you can grasp the idea of some of these concepts and you have that knowledge, that's the power, is then wielding that and using it and going back to that salesperson and saying, hey, I really appreciate the fact that the manufacturer has a $6,000 rebate in place right now. Yeah. I know. And then if you ran a market price report, okay, I know you've been sitting on this car for 62 days. You probably want to get rid of it. End of the month, end of the quarter. What's your discount going to be?
Yes.
It works, people.
Right.
Like, it
works.
It
works because he was looking and I was like, hold on. Even though the car's gonna be here in 6 weeks because they have to put everything together the way I want it. But I'm ready getting $6,000 they already giving me. So what are you giving me? And then he's trying to give me all these extra fees and all. I'm like, I don't want that. I don't want that. He's like, well, I can't remove that. So I said, all right, no worries. I'll take my bills, take my business somewhere else.
Exactly.
You tell him, you could remove it. You just have to decide you're going to.
And one of the beautiful things about negotiating a factory order is, if you've got multiple dealerships in your area, they all want to have that piece of business. And then you also have the floor plan that you can talk about with them as well, how they're going to pocket that. So Wilder, right. I mean, it's a tough time to be in the market to buy a car, but you're doing your due diligence. And ultimately, you'll end up with a deal that, other people just walk in, pay sticker price, walk out. Like, no, you're going to keep money in your pocket, which is a damn good thing.
Right. So I'm going to go back and say, this $6,000 that you just added on here, that's for what?
Tell him Uncle Ray said.
No, here's what I want you to do, if you would be so kind. I'm assuming that they gave you some paperwork that shows all these numbers.
He didn't want to give it to me. I was like, why? We're doing a big. He was like, no, because if you take it somewhere else, it's $200 cheaper, then I'll go to the deal. I was like, well, so then you can give me extra discount.
Yeah. So you're
telling me, oh no.
So you're telling me the other dealer's going to beat it by $200 already, and I haven't even walked in there yet. Imagine what's going to happen when I go to the third dealer.
Exactly. Yeah. And then he was like, well, we're already giving you $6,000 discount. I'm like,
no, the manufacturer is. Here's what I want you to do. If they get whatever paperwork they've given you that has the numbers on it, I want you to email it to us. Okay.
Yes, I will email you that tomorrow because I'm supposed to go back there tomorrow. But because he didn't want to give me that paperwork, he gave me another paperwork that he just written everything down. I was like, oh, but he added a plus sign. So I was like, what's this plus sign there for? So that's why I'm going to get him tomorrow. But I will email you that tonight, and as soon as I get home, because I'm actually driving right now.
Please.
But
I want to be able to take a closer look at it, if you don't mind.
Skylar's got a great point here. You're claiming manufacturer incentives like you did that. I can get that anywhere. What are you going to give me? That's a great word track that you can use. Yeah,
and then he's trying to, and then Dodge just updated their security on the cars because these cars are going to get stowed left to right. And it's a free upgrade, but he's trying to charge me $899 for some security thing that, they can shut down the car. I'm like, but Dodgers is doing that automatically right now. He's like, no, they're not doing that. I'm like, yes, they are. I just read the article.
Yeah, so get that sent over to us so I can take a closer look at it, and I'll get back to you in an email as to the approach that I think you should take.
Okay, I appreciate it, guys. You guys are doing an awesome job. Keep up the good work.
Wow, dude, thanks for being a part of the community. It was awesome having our one-to-one the other day, man, and we're going to get you to the finish line here. Thanks for being a part of what we're doing.
Appreciate you guys. You guys have a blessed day.
Yeah, you too. Bye-bye.
Man, that's fun. That's fun. Yeah, the security thing, man.
Yeah.
Man. Okay, so again, if you're here in Nevada, Las Vegas, put cold pizza in the subject line in an email to me, Zach.
What's the subject line?
Cold pizza.
Cold pizza. Wasn't that a show on TV?
Wait, don't you remember that's what you said you were having for dinner tonight? That's why I went with... Do you really not remember that?
No,
Come on, man. Oh, my God.
I remember that.
I thought my dad's having, short-term memory. Not cool, dude.
I love playing with you.
I don't appreciate... You're on with your honor advocate. What's your name? Where are you from? And can you mute us in the background, please? And what can we do to help?
Kevin from Silver Spring, Maryland.
Kevin from Silver Spring. Wait,
you know who lives in Silver Spring, Maryland?
And also, you really got to mute us in the background because you're probably really confused.
I'll tell you who lives in Silver Spring, Maryland.
No, Kevin, where do you live in Silver Spring, Maryland?
I live in 16th Street.
Okay, all right. I was in the Viridian for a while, so I don't know if you know where that is, but yeah, right down there.
Yeah, I live right by the end where it hits George Avenue, that big building.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, all right, cool. What can we do for you?
Recently I had a long list of cars that I've wanted since the beginning of the pandemic, and as it's gone on, it's slowly gone down to like my B and D squad.
That's what we refer
right
to
now,
ourselves as.
Yeah. So I guess should I wait? Because right now I'm looking at a GLI.
A Volkswagen
That's
GLI?
how far down I've gotten.
Yeah, wow.
I mean, do you need a car?
Yeah, so I lived in D.C. until about 4 months ago, and so I need something to drive that's fun and at least has a good MPG.
Gosh, nothing wrong with the GTI.
GTI or GLI.
Yeah.
But genuinely, yeah, go ahead.
But I think my main point is the prices are too high right now. Like, how is it? Like, I think they were new, used, like 2019.
Well, I can tell you, unfortunately, right now, used car prices are probably higher than they've been, and they're going to continue to remain high for quite some time. I mean, just based on what we're seeing in the Black Book data every week as to what's going on at the auctions. If used car values on a weekly basis are increasing what the dealers are paying for them by a point a week, it's going to be a while before you see any of these used car prices coming back down.
Would you still be in the market, you think? I don't know. When are we going to be back in Maryland? May
8th.
May 8th? Would you still be in the market May 8th? Because maybe we can. I'm trying to get my dad to help a lot of people negotiate car deals.
Yeah, we're going to get back there on Saturday the 8th. Sunday, the dealerships are closed. Monday, I have a doctor's appointment. And Tuesday, I'm driving to the Jersey Shore. But I'm glad you're planning stuff for me.
I mean, I would love it, but I would love the help, but I would hopefully not be still in the market in May. That would be painfully miserable.
The one thing I'll recommend, and definitely what you should do, is know how long the dealer's been sitting on the vehicle and also have clear expectations. So each week I do 20 to 30 consult calls with our members. So Wilder, who just called in before you, he's a member and we talked.
Okay, cool.
And one of the things you got to understand, and I'm talking to people all throughout the country, is a good deal right about now is getting it at list price, whatever it is, and then none of the BS added on. So, for example, you might be working on a deal, and in Maryland, the docs fee is $500, and they might also have added on $900 or $1,000 in crap. You're gonna pay. You're gonna pay the price that they're advertising, and you're gonna get them to remove the crap, and you're gonna get them to remove some, if not all, of the doc fee. That's a good deal nowadays, and it's when you think about it, it's why we preach OTD, because the OTD price is actually in this market a good price.
And the other thing I would suggest to you is there could be more flexibility for a dealer to give you a better deal actually on a new car right now because of factory incentives than they can on their pre-owned cars right now. So I know you're looking at pre-owned cars, but you might want to just take a peek and see if maybe a brand new car might be able to fit into the budget.
And Larry R. just reminded us that someone in the chat earlier was trying to move a 2007 Toyota with 250 or 350,000 miles. That could be your perfect commute. So maybe that's a new business model here. Is us connecting you with that individual.
Yeah. Yeah, we could become a matchmaker. We could become the Hinge of the car business.
There you go.
Yeah. God only, how did I know about Hinge?
Because I think that's the dating app I've used.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, what's that done for me?
You've met a couple of the girls.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, so it's brought something into your life. Any other questions for us? You got us.
Oh, yeah, no, just that was it. I've been having trouble, especially in Florida. Those doc fees are insane.
Oh, they are, yeah.
They'll suck you in with the online pricing because you think, oh, it's an incredible price. And then, again, OTD it and take a peek at that. And then another thing we'd be remiss not to say, get a PPI done. I've seen with all the consult calls I've been doing as well, the PPI will pay for itself. So if you spend $100, $200 on a PPI, there will be enough things found on that you'll be able to use. Like I actually had, his name's Asaf. He's a first-time car buyer out in the Bay Area, and he was working 2 different dealers, and he got PPIs on both. He just really was being thorough. He ended up getting a whole new set of tires on the car. He didn't get the discount on the price, but he got a whole new set of tires on the car. Okay, it all works. So I just recommend that as well.
Oh yeah, thanks guys. This has been a huge help. I love you guys.
That means the world.
Let us share something with you. We love you too.
Yes.
I'll see you at Mandalay when I'm back in Silver Spring. We'll go get some good food.
Yeah, man, sounds good. Let me know.
See ya. Have a good one.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Let's open the phone lines back up. That was fun. I like when we're rocking it.
You like the phone lines.
I do like talking to people.
You like the phone lines.
How are you feeling?
Not clear-headed.
All right, let's do one last call and we'll call it a night.
No, come on, man. We've only been doing this for an hour and 16 minutes. I got, if my head hits the table, then you shut the shit down.
You're on with your auto advocate. What's your name? Where are you from? What can I do to help?
Hey guys, my name is Miguel. I'm in San Antonio, Texas.
All right, Miguel in San Antonio. What can we do to assist?
So I have a 2019 RAV4, and over the last couple week, it has been revving the RPMs when I put it in park. I've taken it to get serviced over the last week, and the issue hasn't been corrected. And so I am debating going in tomorrow, I'm going to race hell, obviously, again at the service department. But I'm debating, I'm really losing confidence in the vehicle at this point and in the dealer's ability to correct it and so I'm just wondering any advice on the possibility right now of going in looking for another vehicle.
Here's what I would suggest, Miguel. And when you go in, don't raise hell. Okay? Go in and try and endear yourself to the service manager. Make an appointment to actually sit down and speak with the service manager. And speak with him calmly. Make him aware of the fact that it's just a tad bit annoying that you haven't been able to adequately diagnose whatever the issue is. And then ask him what is it that they can do in order to
remedy,
in order to actually diagnose it and get it corrected, and how can he help you with that, with the cost of that. His desire is going to be to keep you as a customer of the dealership, and he's not going to want to piss you off. And if you walk in and with like fire in your eyes, that's not going to endear you to him. So you just it's all about stroking someone's ego.
Yeah.
And so you're going to need to stroke him a little bit. In order for you to get what it is that you need. Now, if he literally tells you, "Hey, we don't really have a clue. We thought we did. We thought we had a handle on it, and obviously we don't." If you go to trade that car in there, well, guess what? He's going to share that information with the used car manager, which is going to negatively impact the value of your trade. So I would try a general approach at first to see what it is that they might be able to do, or what it is that he might be able to do to assist you, so that we can get to actually figure out what's causing the issue. And if they can, or when they can, and when they can share with you what that's actually going to cost, then you can use that information to determine whether or not it would make more sense to trade it, or whether or not it would make more sense to move forward with the repair.
All right. Yeah. And like I said, just full disclosure, I purchased multiple vehicles there. So I would think, hopefully I would hope that would add some equity,
Absolutely.
I'm a repeat customer.
Absolutely.
So,
tell them to check your vehicle history. Tell them to check your customer history at the dealership.
Yeah.
And if you need to pull the general manager into the conversation as well, do it.
Right.
The last thing they want to do is actually lose a customer.
Yeah.
So.
Right. And I would still buy a vehicle from them. I'm just really frustrated, obviously, with this issue at this point.
Sure.
And,
and
yeah, so
and I think if you approach it in that manner,
15,000
they'll treat you nicely.
Okay, yeah.
Close the loop with us there, Miguel. Let us know what happens, and definitely let us keep us posted, please.
All right, guys. I appreciate all you're doing.
Thanks for calling.
Thank you, Miguel.
Hey, so Pops, I actually saw in the chat. So we had someone send in a 2014 Acura Rdx they're thinking of buying.
Yeah.
And so I ran it through the market price report. And one of the fun things about doing some of these used vehicles, looking at them. Here, you want to hear? So you can actually hear me. One of the fun things.
Wow.
About
you're not muffled anymore.
Do I look better too?
No, but you're not muffled.
One of the fun things about doing some of these used vehicles,
yes,
is that not only can we see like time on lot and the price history, we can also run them back through the Black Book report. So in this case, let's just look. This is the only one, within a 100-mile radius of Erie. Okay, and they've got it listed for $1,488, and we're saying maybe you can get $1,000 off. Let's run it through Black Book as well, because this actually starts to give you a really comprehensive picture of here's what the dealers are thinking that this vehicle's worth. Here's what it would be, retail price from Black Book. 61.
Call it 62.
Pops, we built this savvy technology that can handle.
Sorry.
And it was in Erie, PA. So let's see. This is fun. I like when we do these comparisons.
Okay.
Dealer price $14,880. They're down, right? So they came down from $15,985.
Yeah. So they've dropped it $1,100.
Look at the retail price on this. Okay. So to the gentleman who sent in the VIN for the 2014 Acura Rdx that I caught.
Yeah.
In this market, that's a good price.
Yeah, it is.
What you need to know is what's the OTD.
Yes.
Is there an extra $1,000 here, $1,500 there, and also you got to get the PPI done.
Yeah.
But this is one way that if you are using the software, if you're using the platform, run the market price report, also run the same VIN through the Black Book trade-in valuation, because we give you the private sale and the retail values as well.
God,
and look at that.
What a handsome looking guy.
Did you see what we posted on Instagram?
I'm afraid to look.
Look at that.
Yeah, I saw that.
We actually did like a photo shoot.
Yeah, with a professional photographer.
So get excited. Hopefully next week we'll have some photos to share.
Yeah.
Okay, let me. You still got stamina? You still okay?
What?
You okay?
Stamina.
All right, put it back on.
Yeah.
Only Kentrell. That was the gentleman who put the 2014. So should I try and negotiate it down for Acura? My inclination is no, but see what the OTD is.
Yeah,
and then negotiate post PPI.
And then
do you think the post PPI is the PPPPI?
Stop it. It can't.
The PPPI.
You want to do this solo?
No, I did that one time.
Okay, so it can't hurt to ask. Just be prepared that if they say no, it doesn't necessarily mean that has to end the conversation. It just means that they didn't want to accept your offer. So throw out a different offer.
Yep.
Don't necessarily make it lower.
And OTD. Hottie with the $499.
Hottie. I saw that. Hottie back in the house, spreading the cash like we're at a gentleman's club.
Oh, God, Dad. Only Kentrell.
Making it rain.
This is so weird. Only Kentrell said our Acura is expensive to maintain. A cool proxy for this is actually the vehicle protection tab, because this is us selling vehicle service contracts, the quote-unquote extended warranties.
Yes.
So, this is more expensive than if this was a comparable Kia Sonata or Kia Santa Fe, I should say, right?
You think?
60 months and 100, right? You can start to get some perspective here as to how expensive these products are. So this is the way that these are priced is based on actuaries and how likely things are to.
Oh, look at Ken. Look at bless you, Ken.
Ken saying it's an excellent show, Pops.
Well,
Thank you, Ken.
Yeah, we appreciate Ken.
But then Larry R. does mention Acuras or Hondas, they will last in general. And you sold Acuras for over a decade, right?
Almost 12 years.
Yeah, they're reliable cars.
Last time I checked.
They're near luxury.
They're not quite luxury.
Hoskus, do you think dealers will maintain low supply in order to keep prices high for years to come?
If you were to say to me, what do you think will be one of the major changes in the way we sell cars in this country? That's the one.
Yep.
I don't think 2 years from now, you're going to find a lot of dealerships that have 1,500 cars on the lot. It's just, I think we're going to emulate more of a European model as to how cars are sold.
I agree.
I think these giant lots with all these parking spaces and everything, I think they're going to go by the wayside to a certain degree.
Bella Dior, please provide pointers on how to negotiate a Toyota Camry 2018. They want $18,000. Two things that I'll mention, Bella Dior. One would be
the market price report.
Yeah, so sign up and join us and start using the tools that we've built. Become a member. The other thing is, it's back on the guides. We did the How to Buy a Car in 2021.
Yeah.
How to Buy a Car in 2021. I'll put this in the chat. Read and watch this. It's written and it's also videos. That should be helpful.
Who's in it?
It's starring that guy.
I'll be a son of a gun. He's like horse poop. He's everywhere.
He really is.
Yeah.
Kimberly is in the house, so that's very nice.
Oh, Kimberly's in the house.
Yeah. All right. Shall we put the headphones back on?
Well, if you insist.
I like talking to people, Dad.
Well.
5 off 29. That's the promo code.
5 off 29.
Yeah, but next time, Dad, you're involved in determining what the promo codes are.
No, I don't want to be involved.
5 off 29 works on the let's
off the $29.99.
Yeah, come on. That's creative.
Yeah, come on. You get what's that? 3 months.
3 months.
For $25.
You get the black book.
You get us.
You get the members only live streams, which you might opt out of.
You might want to pay more.
If you don't mind muting us in the background, you're on with your auto advocate. What's your name? Where are you from? And what can we do to help?
Hey, this is Scott from Omaha, Nebraska. Again, I talked to you guys last week.
Oh, Scott, yes.
Scott, you're back, baby.
Trying to mute my TV. Hold on here. What the heck? Hey, this is Scott from Omaha. I just heard myself. That's fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me know if you find yourself annoying like that.
I can be, I guess. I don't know. Question for you guys, though. Yes. Okay, so in the deal I told you guys about last week, I got a service contract too.
Yes.
And I talked them down from $3,600 to $1,250.
Wow. There was hardly any markup in that service contract.
Yeah, they said that. We're only making like $50 on this.
Yeah, you know what the sad part? The sad part was after you were done, the F&I manager had to cancel his Easter vacation. He could no longer afford it. Yeah.
So, and that I wasn't planning on getting one of those. And I also got a tire one too that was like $360, but I feel like one time use of that would pay for itself, right?
Yes.
With like the tire and tire glass and all that stuff.
No, it sounds like you did really well.
Small potato.
So my question is,
yes.
The person that called a couple calls ago with the Toyota saying it was going that it's not going well for him, I was just like, this is a Toyota. Do I really need this thing? You know? And so I don't know. I wonder if I should hold on to it or not.
The vehicle you just purchased?
No. The maintenance agreement.
Oh. Gotcha. I mean, you have in all the contracts are different, but like the one that we sell through AUL, it's either a 30 or 60 day full refund. So if you cancel it, you can get your money back immediately. So bear that.
But if you financed it, then the refund's going to go to the finance company.
Correct.
Which
what
that means is that it'll lower your payoff.
Right. Yeah, because I put half the amount of the car down and then only financed the other half of it. So
at the end of the day, that's a decision for you to make. I mean, you've got time to think about it, but I mean, it's not a bad thing to have, especially at the price you got it. I imagine cost on that. Actually, if you toss us the VIN, I could tell you what cost is because we have a flat markup on our end, so I could just run it in our system and tell you exactly what wholesale cost is. So, I mean, you probably got it close to cost.
I'll actually, let me see. I got it in the app. And are you guys able to log in as me on your app?
Nah, man, no. And even if we were, I probably wouldn't say that live on the air that we were able to do that. But we're not able to.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, let's see what ours would cost, because I'm kind of curious. And again, then we can know what wholesale is as well.
Yeah, let me. I just thought I was logged in here. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, pull it up on your end if you don't mind.
God bless Steve Osgood. I don't know if you saw that.
Well, Steve Osgood, but also Pops Charles Miller with the $20 donation.
God bless Charles Miller and Steve Osgood. You're funny.
Yeah, Steve Osgood's comment was pretty great. Charles, there, $20. Thank you guys for answering my Honda CVT question. Paying cash, should I ask for 16% off MSRP? That seems awfully steep on a Honda.
It does seem awfully steep. You can ask. There's no guarantee you're going to get. But
Yeah. I think for a Honda, we've talked about, and run it through the market price report, of course, to see the suggested offer price. But what's
like
more,
6 to 8%? Typically on a Honda.
Exactly. Any luck logging in on your end?
Yeah, I got it. Here's the VIN. JT.
Wait, Zach wasn't ready for you.
I was relaxing over here.
Yeah, he was taking it easy.
Give me 1 second. It's
okay, here we go.
Yeah,
JT.
JTE, 4 A's. So 4 A's in a row.
Yep.
H9, M as in Mary, J022621.
And obviously,
and the one that I got,
yeah,
in the one that I got was the one that did like 10 years, 100,000 miles or something like that.
Great. So I've got 10 years, 100,000 miles. Our price is $1,342. So I can tell you that the wholesale cost on that would be take that number and subtract 500.
I can't do the math, but that would be 832.
Okay.
So 842.
842.
Okay. You were being honest. So if you got them at $1,250, I'd say that's because again, like ours, you do the math. I mean, they still probably made $400 or $500, but I mean, that's a hell of a price that's the markup that we have. So that sounds like you did a good job.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, just I want to give you kudos on the software because I've been a software developer for 20 plus years and do websites and done tons of things. You guys did a good job on this.
Well, neither my dad or I worked on any of the code, but thank you for that. We've got an awesome team helping us, so thank you.
But I did notice a couple things. I may send you an email.
Okay, please do.
You guys are kicking ass, but here's what you need to fix. No, send it away. We need it. We really need it. So send it on over, please.
And one last thing, it's so cool to see a father-son do stuff like this together. Like, I would love for me to be able to do that with my boys. Or I got 3 boys, and that'd be really cool to do something like this. So
make plans.
I think it's really neat.
Thank you for that. I don't know if you were around at the very beginning of the stream when it was 5 minutes before the stream. I was like, am I going to take my dad to the doctor right now? Or are we going to do a live stream? Because I was just cared. I cared so much about him. And he's just a little foggy today. So anyway.
I'm a little foggy today.
But yes, it's awesome having a great relationship. And I'm sure your boys are proud of the dad they've got and vice versa. So thanks for being here and being a part of what we're doing.
Very cool. Well, you guys have a blessed week. We'll talk to you later.
You do the same.
See you next Wednesday.
Yay!
Thanks.
All right, Pops, we got a couple things coming through here. Scott Moore with the $4.99.
Scott Moore, bless Scott Moore.
Yeah. I mean, that's fantastic.
Hey Ray, do you think?
Hi Ray, do you think you could work a below MSRP deal on a Telluride? Challenge accepted.
Do I think I could do it?
Scott, are you here in Las Vegas? If you are, send me the email with the cold pizza. Why are we using cold pizza in the subject line?
So we know.
All right, just
because I'm having dinner.
Because you're having
cold pizza. I might actually heat it up.
We've had a few people tell us about getting at MSRP, which is kind of incredible. Yeah.
Do I think I could talk somebody into maybe doing that? Maybe. But I don't know how many friends I have at a Hyundai dealership.
Yeah, you'd be full of
wait
personal
a second.
connections.
Let me think. I don't know how many friends I have. Period.
Jen just became a member. That's gonna get the
Ray Shefska stamp of approval.
Thanks for joining as a member. Finished deal school about 2 weeks ago, though. Trying to get a RAV4 Prime this year in California. Run the market price reports. Meet with us for the 1-to-1. We'll do the best we can. Join tomorrow.
Use all the tools that are available to you on our website in order to make that happen.
Exactly. All right, let's see here. Arturo says hello.
Well, hi, Arturo.
Oh, do you want to take the headphones off? Here, I'll close the phone lines. There you go.
Oh my God! When did the plane land?
All right, let's see if we can answer some questions.
Where's the stewardess?
Yeah, exactly. He needs some vitamin D.
Is that what I need?
We'll report back.
Yeah.
All right. I've been working deals. This is from Buntime. I've been working deals all day today through emails, thanks to your advice and videos. I'm at a standstill with one dealer who says he is willing to beat my best offer, but he wants me to come in first.
Oh, sure.
You ever heard that before?
Never. And I don't think I ever had a salesman even say anything like that, ever. You know what I would say to him? I appreciate that you figure that once you have me there, you can beat the price and I'll buy the car. I'll tell you what, I'll make a deal with you. Beat the price, I'll come in.
Yeah, and you know, Skylar, thank you for your contributions. Yeah. End of month and quarter, they'll budge, but if you go into next month, you may deal with raising price.
Yeah.
It's timing, it's the way you phrase how you're, communicating things.
Yeah. It's as I like to say, and you've heard me say this, it's not brain surgery, it's brain massage. It's not what we say, but it's how we say what we say. So what you need to do is you need to figure out you need to become a strokeaholic like me, and you need to know how to stroke people, because
that sounds so bad.
It does.
Dad, get next.
Yeah.
Got yours says, I'm moving to Las Vegas in September. I'm in California now. More likely to find a deal here or in Vegas?
Well, my suspicion is, and we haven't bought a car out here. My suspicion is that at least in California, that the dock fee is going to be reasonable.
$85, yeah.
But there's so many other hidden charges that they have in California. I don't know. There's just I dealt with a lot of dealers in Vegas when I was at the Acura dealer in Scottsdale. I had friends that worked up here. It's an unusual market. It's a transient market. A strokeaholic, yeah.
People got a kick out of that.
Yeah.
Let me get mine,
What?
The chat's hilarious. Someone wanted to know, Dad, if you have an Instagram. Whoops, I didn't mean to put that in your face. My dad's Instagram, I do this every once in a while. Let me see. Yeah, it's right here. Whoops, that's my Instagram.
That's your Instagram.
This is my dad's Instagram. Please, ladies and gentlemen, let's just scroll back briefly to acknowledge quite possibly the best series of the set for the remake of the movie Everest. Please send the Sherpas. If you think me and my dad have a fun relationship, it's not like it just started. This has always been 6 days after the blizzard. Just that's me and my sister shoveling snow. Yeah. There was some funny ones though. Wait, where is it?
There's lots of funny ones.
Bear with me.
Who wants coffee on the deck? Come on, that was a good one.
No, but you had some where you were really adamantly. All right, if I can't find it, I'll move on. But let's see.
Really adamantly what?
Damn, I thought you had some where you were. That's my dad. Okay. Anyway, my dad has an Instagram at Raz's Jazz. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, let's come back to the chat here.
I wouldn't get that carried away.
I think it's probably one of the best Instagrams on the web.
I doubt it.
Where will sales tax be lower, Nevada or California? Yeah, exactly. I don't know. No, but and one of the places you can actually find that is if you
in our OTD calculator.
Exactly. So if you go to your vehicles, I hope people appreciate what we're trying to build here. We're doing our best. So the sales tax for, in this case, PA is 6%, and if you put your zip code in, it would update. So that's one place where you can find it. Okay, let's go back here.
Yeah.
Oh, California has no sales tax credit for trading. Yeah. So that's actually something to keep in mind.
Especially if you have a trade. Yeah.
Yeah. Grandmaster Jim, better off donating your car for a tax deduction. Probably not in this market, though.
But in some cases, well, it depends. Depends on your income level. Sometimes it might.
Whoa.
What?
Hi, guys. This is from Wes. I have a 2016 F-150 with 8,150 miles.
Ooh, you shouldn't drive so much.
Truck is perfect. I am looking to sell. What should I get for this truck from a dealer? Wes, send in the VIN really quick. If you don't mind, please do. I want to run that through Black Book. Send in the VIN and where you're located, just the state. We'll run that through Black Book for you. That's pretty great.
Yeah.
My lease is ending on my Cadillac in the next few months. I understand the residual value on the vehicle. That's good.
My lease is in.
Oh, here we go. Based on the current market, would you recommend buying the vehicle at the end of the lease, or is there a possibility of trading in the vehicle to gain equity there? How would that work? I know we just did the video on it, but could you talk through that again? You're coming to lease end.
Yes.
And you're going to buy it out. Wait, let me look at your eyes. All right. I'm on high alert tonight, folks. I just want to make sure you got like a little vein thing going on in one of your eyes.
A vein thing?
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
All right. Can you explain, lease end and
well,
buying it out and selling it, trading it in?
Well, the car might be worth more than the residual value today, and so that if you trade it in, depending upon what state you're in, you might not be able to get a tax credit because it's not your car, but.
No, but that would be you'd be buying it out.
Yeah, you'd be buying it out and trading it in for more than what you paid for it, so you would have a net gain. And then by trading it in, depending upon what state you're in, you could end up with a tax credit as well. So let's just pick a number and say the residual value that you can buy it for is $15,000, but the car's got a market value of say $17,500, and the tax is 10%. That you'd have to pay on $15,000, so you're going to pay with the tax $16,500.
Yes,
and be able to trade it for $17,500 or $18,000. Sounds to me like you're ahead of the game.
Exactly,
and you're going to get a tax credit for having traded the car after you've bought it.
Steve Osgood, donating Ray's brain to science will get you a $1,000 Ford credit.
I think you'd have to pay Ford to take the brain, honestly.
Michael says, using the tools I learned from you guys helped me locate and secure a unicorn used Lexus. Michael in Memphis, the report on your site did the trick. Michael, that's awesome.
Michael in Memphis. We have family in Memphis, Michael.
No, Dad, I actually got on the call with Michael. Michael was another person who became a YA member. We had a consult call together. He signed up for the $49.95, so we had the consult, and he talked about like his family knew Julius Lewis, knew your uncle.
Oh, okay, cool.
I remember that.
Yeah.
How awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, let's answer this for Hernan, Pops.
Okay.
Oh, but also for Liho, long-term reliability check, Honda versus Mazda. How far off are they? Pretty comparable, right?
I think they are. I think most of your Asian brands are pretty comparable.
Yeah, this is for Hernan. He's got a Mazda CX-5 he's interested in, so let's run the market price report. Let's see what we're working with here. I'm curious, is it a 2020 or 2021? 2020s, there were huge incentives on them.
God, it's cold in here.
Yeah, but you told me you were hot.
I was before.
2018. Okay, so we're working on a used one.
Pre-owned, yeah.
114 days on the lot, though.
Okay.
Prices come down recently.
Yeah, well, because it's been... But, my suspicion is, if I was a used car manager today...
Let's do it. You know what I'm thinking?
No.
So let's come back to value my trade. This is fun. I like this.
I'm glad you enjoyed this.
Do you like this?
Oh, my God. I can't remember the last time I had this much fun. I think your mother was still alive.
Oh, I miss Mom.
Me too.
Man. All right, Phoenix. So we're in Arizona.
Okay. Yeah, most of those dealers.
There's going to be a big dog field on that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Wow. So even just as a trade-in, Black Book saying anywhere from 16 to 20. And what was the list price on this? 19,000.
Yeah.
See what the OTD is, but that seems like a hell of a price.
Yeah.
That seems like a hell of a price.
Yeah, and I was going to say, typically dealers don't like to keep cars that long, but they can't replace that car for the same type of money that they have in that particular car. So if I were a used car manager today, and in my entire career, I would have been trained to turn my used cars every 60 to 90 days.
Yep.
But in today's world, in today's market, I think that might be totally obsolete.
Yeah, I agree.
So this car has been on the lot for 122 days. Normally,
but they just discounted the price. So
I was going to say normally you would have tried to unload the car.
Yeah.
But now you might be saying to yourself, I don't know, I'll give it another 60 days because of what I would have to pay to replace it.
Yeah. I wonder if some used car managers are as up on the market conditions as we are. You know what I mean?
Well, I would hope they are.
I would hope so too.
Yeah.
I want to address a comment here from Maka Man.
Not Maka Man.
Yeah, I feel like Maka Man has joined some live streams in the past and spammed in all caps, but I could be wrong, Maka Man. Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. Do you guys work for the dealers? Considering your website tool that runs the VIN with the market price report yields a higher price than KBB and NADA, NADA. Pops, do we work for the dealers?
No.
Nope. No, why would we charge people money to access our stuff? We wouldn't have to. We wouldn't have to do this if we sold everyone's info to dealers. No, the reason sometimes the suggested offer will come in higher is because we want to set realistic expectations. Like this one with a 95 negotiability score is going to have a lesser suggested offer, like a bigger discount than if we were to run it for, like, let's test this. Let's have a 35 negotiability score. I bet you it has a lesser delta change. Yeah. Delta. Right? Look.
Delta, yeah.
What's the discount? We're saying $700.
Yeah.
So mock him in. No, we're just trying to set realistic expectations. That's all.
And they still might not be realistic.
Yeah, but we're trying the best we can.
Yeah. Well, considering we can't put a gun to anybody's head. Yeah.
Nor do we want to.
Well, speak for yourself.
Nor do I want to.
Okay.
Your auto advocate, have you ever seen any car buyers poach car sellers as they drive in a dealership? My mind is starting to go there in this market.
No, but, I'm sure, the salespeople wouldn't mind if you greet a customer as they pull into the dealership.
That would be such a bad thing.
By the way, I'll give you more.
What does it mean if there is a B at the end of a stock number? Great question. My dad just taught me this last week.
Okay, well, here's the deal. Let's say the stock number was...
Here, let's use this one.
Okay.
The stock number on this vehicle is... Where is it?
Good. So let's say the stock number was 1, 2, 3, 4.
That was classic.
Okay.
Oh, here it is. So this is actually a trade-in. There you go.
Yeah. So this one, the stock number ends in an A, which means that was a trade-in on the car that it was traded in on. Yep. And so it gets an A. Now, to get a B, if somebody trades a car in against this car, then it would become that stock number with a B at the end instead of an A.
Isn't that neat?
So it's typically a trade-in on a trade-in.
Exactly. How cool is that? When my dad was explaining to me what the A meant. Yeah. There you go, Skylar Green. Ray answered that on a prior live stream. It was a trade on a deal that had multiple trades. They logged the B as the second one. Yeah, there you go. That could be the second trade.
Or it could be a trade on the sale of a trade-in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Larry R., in my honest opinion, Ray's prices are not aggressive enough. Yeah, Larry, I think that's fair criticism because we want to hedge against setting poor expectations. Although one of the big things we're working on right now, just so that everyone, hopefully by now you see how transparent we are. JD Power. We're working on either integrating the JD Power, it's called Chrome, their incentives data, or Market Scan, which you've heard me talk about here as well. Either way, within the next few months here, we're going to have all the incentives pulled in. We're going to have all the residual values for vehicles pulled in. So stay tuned for that. I mean, we're working towards it. We need it. We know we need it.
Yes.
So that'll be able to get things even more accurate. Because if there is a $6,000 customer cash incentive for a Dodge Challenger, great. We'll be able to show you that in the OTT breakdown. How you doing, Pops?
I'm getting tired.
Let's call it a night then, Pops.
Would it be okay, folks, if we called it a night? We went almost 2 hours.
So, final note, back at YAA or YourAutoAdvocate.com, we've got the 5 off 29. We've got members only live stream tomorrow. We've got Saturday night. I'm taking you out to dinner. Yeah, but before dinner, we're doing a live stream. So we'll do call in. We'll do all that fun stuff.
And how many hours did we spend on Sunday being photographed?
Like 6 hours.
Oh my God.
Oh, let me show people I'm so proud of my pot. Well, my pots.
That's not a pot.
I made my dad this mug.
Isn't that great? Huh? And I can tell you that it holds an awful lot of coffee because I peed. It seemed like going on 10 minutes after I drank all the coffee.
George K, what time is members only tomorrow? I think we've got it for 5 p.m. Pacific, but the invite hasn't been sent out yet. So you'll get the email in the morning with the URL.
Yeah.
Let's just chill for a sec.
Chill. It's freezing in here. What do you got to set it? Meat locker?
YourAutoAdvocate.com.
Yeah. Home of
Your Auto Advocate.
Yes.
Call tonight, Pops.
I think so. I'm pooping out. Yeah. Thanks. Sorry, folks. Sorry I didn't have my normal energy level, but that's because I used a different sleep aid last night.
Good night, everyone. We're not going to get into sleep aids. It's just
good night, all.
He used yours, Nat. So I'm just saying it didn't work as well.
I did, and it didn't work as well.